how to pick the best SD card for the DJI Mini 4 Pro. This video is aimed towards beginners that just picked up their first and want a really good SD card, and one problem less to worry about, as it can be really overwhelming to get started. I will show you how to pick the best SD card so you get the most bang for your buck. I will break it down so you understand your choice and what to look for. I've been flying DJI drones since the early days, and I've crossed my way through a bunch of SD cards, so I know what will work for you. The way the manufacturers have decided to label the cards might make it difficult for you to figure out what is a good fit. That's at least my impression, as I see the same question popping up over and over again. Fact is, recording video requires a minimum write speed to avoid interruption of the data that's being transferred. If you attempt to use a SD card that is too slow, this will cause frame dropping or even make the recording stop. Regardless, this is pretty inconvenient and will not get you the desired result. The SD Association has defined various speed classes that will help us consumers pick the right card to ensure high quality video recordings. By labeling the product with a symbol and a number indicating the minimum write speed, it's possible to pick a product that's fast enough to ensure reliable video recordings. Card requirements are changing with faster data rates. So right now there are three kinds of indicators covering our needs from 720p up to 8K in different resolutions. That's speed class, that's UHS speed class, and it's video speed class. On most cards you will find all three indicators, which is kind of redundant information. I guess it's there because of legacy documentation of older devices. Some cards are also labeled A1 and A2. This is related to application performance, where the speed of the card is fast enough to expand the memory of a smartphone. You can ignore that in relation to video recording. So, how do you pick the right one? We know from the DJI website that the Mini 4 Pro requires a minimum of 150 megabit per second in write speed. To make it easy for you, I made this table based on information from the SD Association. I've added the minimum writing speed in megabit per second, making it super easy for you to pick the right card. You need a U3 or V30 to handle the data stream generated by the DJI Mini 4 Pro. I've included a few links in the description below for cards that I successfully have been using in the past. I have in the last many years been using the SanDisk Extreme PRO, and I normally opt for the 128GB version, especially for the drones, because that's a good fit for the amount of footage that I'm recording. I usually use the same type of card in my smart controllers, but I normally use maybe 64 or 32GB or less when I'm using it for that purpose. But with the DJI RC2, I haven't found a good way to offload the screen recordings, so I leave it out for most parts. On my last purchase, I actually decided to go for something different, so I bought the high endurance version of the SanDisk card. And I did that mainly because I am a little bit worried that when I'm out recording and using the SD cards to the extent that I do, that they will eventually fail. These cards will eventually fail if you read and write enough times to them. So I thought I would go for this version that is designed for security cameras, which are constantly reading and writing to these units. So that might be a marketing gimmick, so don't rely 100% on that. That's also the 128GB option. Also, if you have other drones or planning to buy other drones than the DJI Mini 3 Pro, you will be able to use this table as well to determine what card you need. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then feel free to give it a like. If you did like it, feel free to press the dislike button twice. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you around.